What's up, everybody? Yeah, I know. Women are losing their shit, trying to act like they're all mighty and powerful and this and that. What they don't understand is they were the most powerful doing what they were doing. Also, none of you will ever be over a man. That's your problem. And that's what you're all hung up on. It's the fact that men were appointed the leaders. Why? Because we were not deceived by the devil. We were deceived by Eve because she gave Adam food, didn't tell him anything, just gave it to him. That's what the Bible says happened. She gave to Adam, and Adam did eat. Everybody assumes that Adam knew or should have known that that was something he wasn't supposed to eat. How do you all know that? See, they were the first ones. They were already traditional without even knowing that it was tradition. It was just the way they were. That means she's going to feed him while he does other things that he is supposed to do for them. That's the way it worked. Y'all are putting in this modern day mindset into something that was not even in their minds at that time. They were the first. They didn't have all this other stuff corrupting them. This is what the devil brought in. And y'all don't get that. This way of life is the easy way. We accepted government as our Lord and Savior instead of the God, the God that created us. We accepted their way of life, their money, their currency, their everything. Yeah, this is one of the reasons Jesus died. It's the biggest reason. I'm going to get away from that because no, I am not 100% the best Christian in the world or the best person that believes in Jesus. Do I believe in him? Yes. Do I have a good heart? Yes. Will I become unglued if people push? Yes. Just like anybody else. And yeah, I do have to be careful with what I say because people will run with things and put their own little assumptions in, and next thing you know, there's all these people believing that this assumption is reality. No. I think it's funny. If you're kind of thick, close to 6 foot, and got a deep voice, supposedly people don't really want to fuck with you as much as they do if you're not. Yeah, people just assume and try to push you to the side, and if you fight back, you're the one that looks like you're in trouble, especially if you knock the shit out of them, which is what I've done. Yeah, it goes on paper that you're, you know, this, that, and the other because they listen to the other side. In a fight, you're supposed to attack to a certain point. You have to engage because if you do not, you're just going to be a victim. Yeah, sometimes I read the situation and I would handle it before they got a chance to do what they were planning on doing. Other times I would wait for them to get ready to physically do something because they'd be running their mouth or acting like they were. And everybody knows, man, when you know a fight's about to happen, you have to take control of it. No, see, guys of my frame and stature and looks and things, people don't take seriously until people see that they're not to be fucked with. The only way to do that is to show them you're not to be fucked with. And man, these fucking generations today, oh, I bet your parents aren't proud of you. I bet this isn't proud of you. No, they were. And that's shocking because my parents were never proud of me no matter what I did. I was the best kid they had, and they didn't even know it. Yeah, they're different. They think, I'm going to tell you right now, my brother and sister were wanted. I wasn't. I was only brought on this earth because my mom was mad at the man that was my sister's dad, and she believed that I was his and going to use that to fuck up his life because she was mad at him. Yes, my mother was young. She was 19 when I was born. She turned 22 weeks later. And yeah, they're all mad at me. I didn't fucking do it. They're only mad at me because I found out the truth. And I really don't give a shit. You all don't understand. She's a mom. She did the best she could. Yeah, okay. When I was blown up by the sub shop, she swore up and down that Red Cross never gave us any of the money so we could, get a new place, this, that, and the other. Well, somebody gave us money because how the hell did we get to the motel? Right. We didn't have any money to afford that. So how the fuck did we afford it? And shortly after, my mom had the manager of the motel watch us, and she went out to Jason's Woods. She swears up and down that we went with her. We did not go with her. Maybe Willie or Jeanette did. I can't quite remember if they did or not. I know for a fact I didn't. Yeah, I remember the necklaces in the freezer and staying at this lady's house overnight. And the next morning we woke up and went, and my mom came in and we went back to our room. Our dog was gone. Somebody had poisoned him. So something's up. Yeah, I was fighting injuries from being blown up. My brain was still all fucked up. Yeah, I'm surprised I can even remember that. And people think this is a joke. Yeah, I'm an introvert. This is the most I've shared with people in my whole life. I just let people believe what they want to believe. I don't like talking to people. I don't like doing this kind of shit. I started doing this because something happened to my children. And people decided they were going to decide who was this and who was what, even though they don't know any of the details. Jazzy, your mother was never abused. She was never stalked. Trust me, I didn't want that bitch anywhere near me. And she knew it. She was told that shortly after we met, and she just wouldn't leave it alone. Your mother was the problem. I don't give a shit what you feminist bitches want to say. I really don't. You weren't there. You don't know what the fuck this bitch has done. No, she had no excuse to do it, and I don't give a fuck what she says. She doesn't have the right to sit there and do those things. No, she doesn't. She does not have the right to run around when she's supposed to be on bed rest in a fucking dump truck with a coke-headed motherfucker that she knows exactly what he's about. She knew what he was about. She knew it. And she did it deliberately. Yep, a little piece of shit named Brian Little. I still don't know how that motherfucker got out of all those drunk driving cases that he had. I'm in fucking shock. You don't understand. This dude was in multiple accidents. He hurt I don't know how many people just being drunk driving. Still had a license, still had a vehicle, didn't go to jail. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, this was a dude I worked hardscape landscape with when I was younger. And because his wife left him, and I see why, he decided not to pay anybody, shut his business down, and all this. Kept telling me, "Oh well, if you bring me a time card, I'll pay you. If you bring me a time card." Do you forget, motherfucker? I'm the one out until fucking 3, 4 in the morning saving your business so you don't get in trouble. And then once you get paid, you're like fuck everybody else. Nobody got paid. Nobody. Yeah, man. This is when my sister and my nephew's father was together, John Valentine Sr. Another one that thinks he's just the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Not when it comes to me. Your tall, lanky ass always thought that you could bully and cause problems, and every time you got your ass handed to you, homeboy. And you think you're gonna threaten me? Like I give a fuck what your crackheaded ass thinks? Bitch, you don't hold any power. You are a piece of shit. You always have been, always will be. And anytime you got a problem, you know where I'm at. Mm-hmm. Gonna send messages through my sister, huh? Why don't you come talk to me face to face, old man? What's the matter? You afraid you're gonna get your ass whooped again? Well, maybe you shouldn't get in fights with your girlfriend, break your shit, and then try to steal mine. Yeah, just thought. I mean, shit. What was a PlayStation 3 cable back in the day? 5, $10. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, he got in a fight with my sister. They had the basement at the time. Yeah, my sister living with my mom her whole life. Anyway, this is after me and Jen moved in and we had the garage, which we weren't allowed to, touch anything. We had to leave pool table or ping pong table in the way, pool table in the way. But yeah, my sister was allowed to remove all that stuff and turn it into an apartment. But yeah, me and Jen weren't staying here long. It was just until, you know, Jazzy was older because I needed somebody to keep an eye on Jen. I couldn't work and keep an eye on her and Jazz at the same time. And that bitch did not work. Not at all. Ever. Nothing but excuse after excuse. Just don't even get me started. She was 2 months pregnant. 2 months. Saying that it was too much for her to work. Yeah. I mean, she's not even showing a belly. Everything the doctor said is she is fine. There's no complications. Fucking ridiculous is what it is. Oh yeah, this is a chick that took rent money back from the landlord, well, the property manager behind my back. This is the bitch that tried to get me fired from a job that I decided to go to because all the shit she pulled when I was working with Rich and trying to do flooring. I don't know what it is about these women in my fucking business, but they always attack it. Yeah, because you know it's my fucking money. That's why. Oh, yeah? What happened at Rodney's, Jen? Really? You gonna act like that shit didn't go down? And what did you do the whole time? Egg it on? Do more dumb shit? Fuck out of here, man. Oh, yeah. We were paying rent. This was after Mary Lou pulled her shit at Jen's dad's, and I had places I could go. I was just doing this to stay with Jen. I don't know why I wanted to stay with Jen. I guess it's because she was pregnant and my little one. You know, I think that has to be it. I didn't want to miss out on my child because I didn't want anything to do with her, and she knew it. No, I didn't treat her like shit. When she did stuff bad, yeah, I let her know that was fucked up. Of course, I handled it the way it should have been handled. But no, Jen was never abused. Jen was never hit. That's fucking ridiculous. Jen, let me tell you something right now. You can run your mouth. You can make these people believe whatever you want. If I would have hit you, you would have fucking surgery. Your ass would have been fucking hurt. One shot. And I know that. See, there's a thing that I perfected from when I was younger, and that's called being a knockout artist. Yes, I can lay somebody out whenever I want. It can be in the first second. It's all about technique and placement. Talk to any fighter you know. Yes, it is. See, they know I have a background of fighting. Look at my size. You really think I'm going to make it through this life without fighting every fucking bully that comes along? Yeah, I'm going to have to. And that's exactly what happened. Jazzy, you and the other children were never abused by your father, ever. Jasmine, you always got a lecture. You never got smacked. Not by me. I've never smacked you, ever. You have never had physical discipline from me, ever. You are also 6 years old, 6 and 7. That was the last I seen you. I was fighting the whole fucking time you were born to see you. But yeah, I never fought for you. Yeah, right. Oh, well, how come you don't have anything to show for it? Because of your mom, Tiffany, and Bethany. The shit that they did. Yeah. There was times where I'd come home and, you know, more shit had went on. I spent a lot of money on Bethany trying to put her in better life sceneries, if you want to call it that, taking her out, taking her to the beach, doing all the things she liked to do to keep her mind off of what was going on with her stepdad, her stepbrothers, and all this. Come to find out, they were egging it on, they were allowing it to happen. Yeah, I think it's really funny when a girl meets a guy that is straightforward, honest, and loyal. This is what they do. At least from my experience, this is what I see. Why would they do that? Because they know what they've done. They know the stories that are going to come out. They know. They're just trying to cover it up before it does. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Covering their ass. And Jen, I gotta tell you, your Uncle Charlie is a fucking idiot. No wonder he's a fucking guard. He's a fucking dumbass. Straight up fucking stupid. So is Mary. Her and her little attitude all the fucking time. Yeah, that's why they kept that picture of Jasmine when I took her up to the Santa Claus thing, and they were Santa and Mrs. Claus. Yeah, that's why I never got that photo. Uh huh. Mary's dumbass. You got something to say, Mary? You've had plenty of time to fucking say it. Nope, you just stand there with a pissed off look trying to act like there ain't no problem. And I've asked you a million and one times what's wrong. The only thing I've ever gotten even remotely out of Charlie is he said nobody will hurt Jasmine again. How the fuck is that? He's she's with the one that hurt her whole life. What the fuck are you talking about? And he just shut up. That's why I was mad at Michael because I heard that he's a Marine. I heard that he was a really good dude. That he was going to make sure Jen and nobody hurt Jasmine. Guess what, dumb fuck? Letting her become a rainbow person, not know who the fuck she is, what she's about, that she's even a she. Are you stupid? And then I hear about all this shit that Jen's done to Jazz while they're down there. And I get people coming to me showing me fucking pictures of her crying in a field with her brother on a blanket. And they're asking me, why is she crying? How the fuck should I know? I'm not there. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they just showed me a fucking snapshot of Jasmine crying. And it looked like they were at a park for a picnic. And I'm like, I don't know. And they just kept grilling me. And I'm like, dude, she's not around me. I have no fucking clue what is going on. You show me a snapshot of a child with her head back crying on a blanket in the middle of a field with her brother from her mom sitting next to her. What? This is after she's already with Jen. I don't know what CPS has done. I don't know what Jen has done. I don't know. I just know the stuff before. And yeah, Jasmine would do that kind of stuff at my house too, for no reason. And I would have to explain to her, Jazz, what is wrong? And it was normally because she wasn't being spoiled. She wasn't the one with all the attention. Well, I'm sorry, Jazz. You're used to being the only one. You're not the only one here. And I think that was Jazz's problem. She didn't want any other siblings around. She wanted to be number one, just like her mama did. Now, as far as her being upset, that could be a number of things, especially with Jen around. I mean, shit. Jen says, "Oh well, I didn't get to see Jazz." Bullshit, bitch. If I would have went against a court order, you would have went straight to the fucking courts and ran your mouth, and you know it. You used it as a catch-22, so you would have a shot on taking her and running, like you did before. So shut the fuck up. I still am baffled that you tried to sell your child to a drug dealer. You tried to play this game like you had custody of her and you didn't. You know you didn't. You went and put a court date up trying to pass guardianship to somebody else when you didn't even legally have guardianship. Then you lied. You said that I had ripped you open and you had to get stitches in your butt. What? So where's the medical reports from that? Where's the police reports from that? You don't think they're going to call the cops over that? Yes, they will. How come I was never charged? Right, because it never fucking happened. So while you're pregnant with my child, supposedly I forced you to have anal sex, which is something I don't even do. Thank you. That's how you get AIDS, dumbass. But anyway, yeah, this is what she told people with no fucking receipts at all. Why is there no receipts? Because it was something that never took place. Yeah, this is the fucking psycho bitch that people are listening to. This bitch that didn't do her job because she was too fucking lazy to show up for her child at court. So she threw a fit in the middle of a courtroom to get it dismissed and another court date. What happens? She doesn't even show up to the next court date. Her own lawyer that was given to her for free, and it was a real lawyer. It wasn't no public pretender. No, they gave her a CPS fucking Capes lawyer, one of the top lawyers, for free. And she fucked it up by not showing up to court. Look it up. It's in court records, public records. You can look it up. Oh, that shit. First time was around, I would say, 2005, 2006, right around the time David was born. Shortly after that. So maybe 2006, 2007. Oh, and by the way, Jen, Paralyzer came out in 2007. That was 4 years, over 4 years after we were already broke up. So what the fuck are you talking about? You have PTSD over Paralyzer. That was never a song that me and you ever listened to together. So how is that? I would really like to know that. Yeah, that's another story. She was feeding around fucking TikTok and all this. Yeah, trying to say that the one apartment in Elkton, which it did have bars on it, and I swear to God, if you're talking about that place, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you for that. Yeah, you will get hit for that. Why not? You already said I did, right? Might as well make it true. You want to sit there and act like a tough ass bitch, but when you're confronted about your lies and your bullshit, you want to curl up into a ball. Yeah, okay. Jen, nobody is threatened by you. Okay? Nobody. I'm surprised your brother and all them are taking up for you like they are. They know better. Sean, if you don't start telling the truth, bro, I don't give a fuck. Next time I see you, I will go to jail, bro. I will punch you right dead in your fucking face. You want to find out how I fight? I'll show you. I'll show you real quick. Think that I'm scared of you. I showed you respect, you dumb fuck. Even though you were being lied to. Yeah, the night you showed up at the apartment of her running her mouth, she was holding me inside of an apartment because I wanted to leave, you stupid idiot. It was her. Fucking come up there trying to act like I'm the problem, motherfucker. I'll break your neck. Bitch, you don't know who the fuck you're fucking standing in front of. I don't give a fuck if you're friends with the sheriffs. I don't give a fuck who you're friends with. I don't give you the right to fucking act like that. And it doesn't make your sister automatically right either. Yeah, I was going to buy that blue Chevy off you. And who's the one telling me not to do it the whole time? Your fucking sister. And yeah, I was just going to do that because I thought it was a nice color. I like the car. Even though it's just a fucking Chevy Cavalier. It wasn't anything special. And to tell you the truth, I didn't even like those cars at all. They look so fake and fucking look like they came out of a Matchbox. But anyway, it was a blue Chevy. That's the only thing that had me sold on it. And the fact that I knew you were trying to go for a Camaro. And I knew how that felt. Trust me, I've been going for a Camaro my whole life, bro. People like your fucking sister. Yeah, you know damn well I'm not lying. And that's why I'm ready to fight. You motherfuckers took hearsay and tried to run your mouth about me when you know where I'm at, you know where I live. All you gotta do is come talk to me. No, I have no reason to lie. Even if I did, I don't lie. I'll tell you the truth, whether I did something kind of wrong or not. I'll be like, yeah, this might have been wrong, but this is why. Which, yeah, I was taught at a young age it doesn't matter if you got a gear shift or a taco. You watch out for fucking people. Am I sweeter on women at first? Yeah, of course, because they're girls. You're supposed to be nice and sweet. They're more emotional. I try. I'm not going to sit here and just totally kiss somebody's ass all because they're a female. It ain't happening. If they're a good person and I respect them, they got my respect. If they're not, they won't have it. Oh, I got more coming. Yeah, I'm not done.